Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. I'm going to be sharing with you some of my current #1 favorite products in each category. I did film a video like this about 2 months ago. It was inspired by LA Glides, but I wanted to film an updated one because I feel like the products in my routine has sort of been rotating around and I have a new batch of current favorites that I want to share with you. All of the products that I shared in that first video 2 months ago still love. We have some crossovers that are in today's video as well, so I would still recommend checking that video out as well. But just as the season is changing, my mood is changing. I mean, this is a very spring look and I'm going into my fall. Nonetheless, I still really like how this look turned out, so if you guys are curious about it too, then please continue watching. So jumping right into the tutorial, I'm going to start off with my favorite current primer, and that would have to be the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 40. This is one of the ways that I get my SPF in, and it's the primer that I've been using the most recently. It's also because it is in my project pan and I've been trying to finish it. As you can see, I'm like squeezing all of it out and I'm trying to empty it, and I think it works great as a makeup base as well because as you can see it has a really silicone-y type of texture. As for foundation, my favorite one recently has been the Cosmetics Daydream Cushion. I'm wearing the shade Gentle Light. I did take a little break from this, I think maybe for a month or so. I wasn't really wearing this one as much, but recently I just got back into this again and I just fell in love with it again. Like, I've always liked it, but I did take a break from it. I was focusing on the foundation that's in my project pan, but I would say probably in the past week I've been picking this one up non-stop, especially on my more like natural days. I really love it for that. But today we're going to be a little bit more glam and it still works, so I think it's a really great universal type of product for daytime looks or for glam looks. The coverage is quite light. As you can tell, it doesn't cover up all of my scarring, but it definitely does even out my skin tone. And the Daydream Cushion does have more of like a glowier base, but because I use more of like a matte primer, I feel like the combination of the two does balance it out. And my #1 concealer right now is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Concealer. I'm using the shade Light 50W. And I've just been using this one a lot more recently because it is in my project pan and I am trying to finish it. But I also have been really liking the more creamier type of texture. Like, I don't think I've picked up my Too Faced one just because I've been really focused on this concealer and I think it does a really great job. I mean, I've always liked this concealer, but I would always use it with my Too Faced one, but recently I've been just using this one on its own and I really like it. And I showed how I've been using my sponge to blend in my concealer as well. I always still wet my beauty sponge just in case I do need it, but I've been, you know, just blending everything out with this little puff and I really like the finish that it gives, so I've been doing this one a lot lately. And my #1 powder is the Essence All About Matte Fixing Compact Powder. I have been loving this just to like mattify my face down. I think it's really quick and easy, it's affordable, it's effective. And now onto my brows. I've been really enjoying the Cosmetics Fine Line Brow Pencil in the shade Brunette. I really love the little tip. It's very different from other micro brow pencils because this one is a little bit more flatter. It's not circular, so I feel like when you are applying it, you can even create hair-like strokes if you have that skill that I don't have. But I also really like the Brunette shade. I feel like it's a very flattering shade for my eyebrows, so I've been really enjoying this one. So I like to take that underneath. For my brow powder, I've been loving the Jason Wu Brows Before Boys Brow Powder. I take a mixture of these two lighter shades. They do look quite light in the pan, but I think once it's on the brows, they do translate quite dark. I like just take brow powder and use that to fill in my brows where I mapped out the shape with my brow pencil. And I really like the color on this brow powder as well, just because it's a lot darker than the previous brow powder that I was using, which was from Anastasia in dark brown. I think it was just a little too warm and brown for my hair color right now. I think this color, a darker sort of cool tone brown, is much more suitable. For my brow gel, I have been obsessed with the Cosmetics brow gel. I wear the shade Brunette. This product is so incredibly good. This little wand here is so perfect. Like, I can't express it enough. I've been talking about this brow gel a lot recently, and for a very good reason. Like, it's just so incredibly good, and the formulation, it really just brushes up my brow hairs. It stays in place the entire day, and it also gives a lot of texture to my very sparse brows. It's just such a life-changing product for me, honestly. Like, not trying to be dramatic. I'm now just going to go ahead and prime my eyes with the Kaleidos Tone Activator Eye Primer. And for my eyeshadow, I'm going to be going in with the Coast to Coral palette from ColourPop Cosmetics. I'm going to be taking the shade here called Keep Swimming. And this is going to be our transition shadow. So I'm just going to work that straight into my crease. This product is a little bit of a cheat to be putting it in today's video because I actually haven't been using it recently, but it is one of my favorite ColourPop palettes, and it's been sitting in my top drawer ever since I filmed my ColourPop palette guide video, and I really just enjoy this palette a lot. I love the coral tones, and I just don't use it enough, so I wanted to use it for today's video. And it technically is one of my #1 favorite products, but I guess not right now just because I haven't been using it as much as I would like, but it's been in my top drawer, so I just wanted to play with it today. I'm gonna take this shade over here called Angelfish, and I'm gonna use that to deepen out the outer corners, just using circular motions. And take that onto my lower lash line as well. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of the darker brown in the corner called Drop Off, and of course just placing that at the outer corners. And just a little bit on the lower lash line as well. And then just taking the matte light peach shade over here called Crush. I'm just going to apply that to the inner corners of my eyes just for sort of like a matte highlight, just to brighten up the eye look. I'm not really feeling to use metallics on my eyes today because my eyes are quite uneven today, and I feel like, I don't know, I just feel more comfortable in mattes. I'm like trying to push in my crease to make my eyes even. And my #1 eyeliner at the moment is the Cosmetics Illustrative Eyeliner. It's the brush tip one in brown. I also have the black shade as well, and I've been really enjoying that. I think it's like a really great brush tip liquid liner to use. I also like to tightline with it as well. As for my #1 false lash right now, I would have to say it's the House of Lashes Boudoir Lights. These have always been a favorite of mine, but I feel like more recently I've been picking up these ones probably more than my other lashes. So I'm going to be going in with these ones today. I also want to mention a new lash glue that I've been really loving. It's this one from Duo. It's their Quick Set Strip Lash Adhesive in a white clear. I think the formulation is very similar to their brush tip one, which is in the green packaging, but this one has like a paddled plastic brush, and I find this brush really great to apply the right amount of glue on the lash band. Like, you're not applying it too much. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and curl my lashes, but I have found a new technique that I've been really loving. In Korean beauty, I feel like this is just the standard, and that is just heating up your lash curler, the middle part here. So I'm just going to heat up both sides and then let it cool down for about 10 to 20 seconds. Like, if it's too hot to touch, then you shouldn't curl your lashes with it. You just want it sort of kind of hot and warm. It's sort of like how you curl your hair with a straightener with heat. It's the same. And it's like, wow. I've always seen this technique, but I don't know why. I just sort of felt lazy to even bring a lighter out, light my lash curler, but I think it's so worth it. Like, getting this type of curl, it's so worth just to have a lighter on your vanity. My number one mascara is definitely the Hemish Smudge Stop Mascara. I adore this. This makes my lashes look so good. Ugh. Especially on my lower lash line. I love it for that. I love it for my upper lashes too, but seriously, such a great mascara. Definitely underhyped, I feel. Alright, so I just did my other eye off camera and now we're just going to move on to the cheeks. I'm going to skip out on bronzer just because I've been really liking like a blush only look. So I'm going to actually be going in with my Jason Wu Hot Fluff lipstick in the shade Eclair. This is a 3-in-1 product and I really like this color and I think it would match really well with the eye look. So I'm just going to go and take my brush. And then I like to dab it out on my hand, that way it's like not too intense. Just get like an even amount and then I will apply to the tops of my cheeks. And that color is just perfect for this look, I think. A really great monochromatic look. And this lipstick as a blush, it blends out so well. And you saw earlier I did powder my face and it applies so nicely on top of powder. Such a great product, I feel. So I pretty much just put that all over my cheeks. And I love the finish. I think it's so pretty. And I'm just gonna go ahead and use that same shade as my lip color. I'm actually going to take this color off. I'm actually going to go in with the M Cosmetics Infinite Cloud Liquid Lipstick in the shade Magic Hour. This also has been one of my #1 lip products. I did upload my favorite daily lip colors and this was in it. I've been loving it. I think this would be a better match for this look. It's a little bit more on the pinkier side. I feel like with the Jason Wu one, although when it blends out it has more pinky undertone, it was a little bit too orange on the lips, I feel. And my favorite highlighter right now is the Dose of Colors Fuego. This one is in my project pan, so it's the one. Actually, it's probably the only highlighter that I have been using, but I really do enjoy it. It's like one of my all-time fave. And this, you guys, is the completed look using all of my current #1 favorite products. If you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up if you could. It just lets me know that you would like to see this again. I would love to know what you guys are currently loving, so let me know down below in the comments. I love checking out your recommendations when I can. But with that being said, that is going to conclude today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!